Glad to have you with us from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
History was made in Starkville, Mississippi. Did you know that Davis-Wade Stadium for the Bulldogs of Mississippi State is the second oldest Division I-A campus football stadium, opened in 1914 as Scott Field? The cowbells are clanging every time you visit Starkville, Mississippi. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Keelan Russell. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Now here's Russell. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Reads it, fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled.
Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Caught, and he's got room. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Bluff Bothwell, he has become a key piece of this offense.
Well, it's been a lot of fun to see this running back put up video game-type numbers early this year. But, guys, he has not played a run defense like this yet. This is his first real test of the season. He's going to have to be tough. He's going to have to break tackles, have great contact balance, and you got to hold on to the ball. We know this defense prides itself on creating fumbles and causing havoc. So we'll find out just how good this guy really is after this game.
Unloads quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Mississippi State right back to the line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Give to the running back. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They go play action with Russell. Here's the pressure. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Handoff from the gun. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point.
Sprinting away. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such a great design on offense, and it comes up big.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets.
Number 45, safety kickoff.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Mississippi State going up tempo. Taylor wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Throwing Russell. He's got him. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit. Russell. Right down the middle. This time it's complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. To the air, it's Russell. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. Got his man. At the 35, he's loose. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll take it himself. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down.
Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a...
Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw it. Oh, they're after him. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Tide ready to roll on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
What a cut. Now he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Taylor wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick. Get it to your playmakers in space. Get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking deep down the right side. Intercepted to stop the threat. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Catching up with Coach Levy at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Someone not clear on the snap count, it'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. And that penalty will back them up some more, half the distance to the goal. They'll run this play from the pistol. Here's the gift to Bothwell. Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Taylor wants to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. The handoff as they run the counter play here.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he's wrestled to the ground.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
I think a lot of people in the stadium are questioning, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field at this point of the game, but the gamble paid off.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Hill. Finding some room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Right back to it. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. We'll get a stoppage here for an injured player for the Tide. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pocket breaking down. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
Plucks it out of the air. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Keelan Russell. On target over the middle. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Gives it on the option. Here's a little room there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Red pass, it's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Throwing Russell. Pressure all over the quarterback. And at the 24.
All right, offense, it's got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great in quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Here comes the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you can tell this offense is frustrated, giving up another sack, and they're out of sync, out of sorts. They're just not used to this. This trigger man's usually good. This offense is usually good. They've had a day they would love to forget.
Gets rid of it. And that one's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations. With this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. So your defense has done yeoman's work. The idea, don't make any mistakes here. Take care of the ball and preserve this shutout. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. He might want another play. Russell. Throwing right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. To the air, it's Russell. Rushes on him. Another incompletion on... Now.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Trying play action. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just feeds the running back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out,
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now give it to Fluff. Stopped immediately. Might have gotten a little cute with that run on 3rd and long, and they got nothing to show for it. Alabama calls its 2nd timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Hauls it in at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Russell on play action. Quarterback adapting. Got him downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Keelan Russell. And as the ball falls incomplete, the clock strikes 0. There's a long and storied history of great games.